I would never have considered doing a cure with Marmite. Okay, so Marmite gets a real bad rap in the press, and they actually harness this sort of approach, if you like, for their marketing. Take a look at this video before we get into the curing with the Marmite.
It's an early start for the rescue team as they visit a house in West London.
Neighbours reckon they're a little bit testy. We've had a couple of reports of neglect at this address. All we're going to do is have a little look around your cupboards.
Oh, stuck right at the back. Who knows how long that's been in here.
The team's only option is to remove the stricken jar.
Get him back, clean him up.
Soon, a more delicate case is called in.
Wonder if I could come in and have a little chat. I think you might know what it's about. Yeah.
As the team have come to learn, offenders can be from all walks of life.
Promise he will go to a good home.
I'm sorry.
Across town, Lucy is dealing with a very different call.
I don't know why you're here, to be honest with you.
It doesn't take long before new recruit Callum Howe finds another jar in a shocking state.
Oh no.
What's the matter?
It's baby one.
Okay, don't panic.
It's not been used in months.
Alright.
Lid's stuck.
Alright, gently. I can change.
For those new to the job, such scenes of neglect can be traumatic.
A little jar.
I've not seen one that small before.
After an emotional day, the team drop off the rescued jars at the rehoming centre,
Really love this one, okay?
where a proud family welcomes their new addition. Love it, hate it, just don't forget it.
Yes, Marmite, yeast extract. Yeah, one of those really kind of polarizing flavors.
What in the f***?
I never want that ever again.
You either love it or you hate it. Very little in between. So, I'm going to be curing some bacon with that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's going to be fantastic, I'm sure. But I would say that because I love Marmite. Yeah. Right, let's get on with it. So this is the ingredients for our Marmite cured bacon. My Marmite bacon. And here is Marmite. If you've ever been to the UK, you can't have escaped this. You either love it or you hate it.
Why is this a thing that people eat?
And we are going to be curing this obviously with some salt. And we've got 22.22 grams of salt. And we've got 2.22 grams of Prague powder number 1. And this is 0.88 of a kilo of loin. So this is going to be like a back bacon. And it's a very quick cure. I've always wanted to cure with a little bit of Marmite flavour because it's got the most amazing umami flavour. Let's see how we get on with it. I think it's fair to point out that this cure for the Marmite bacon is just the salt and the nitrite. The Marmite itself is really there just as a flavour.
No, it's not good. It tastes like old people.
Although Marmite does have quite a lot of salt in it, we're not using that as a method for curing the bacon. It will obviously add to the saltiness of the bacon, but it's not a primary cure. The primary cure is just the salt and the sodium nitrite. Just wanted to clear that up. Okay, right. Those of you that have seen me make bacon before, you'll have seen me curing this in a bag, and that's exactly what I'm going to be doing here. Saves an awful lot of mess, and bacon goes straight into my vacuum bag, and we will apply the cure straight into the bag. Before the cure goes in, I mix the Prague powder in with the salt and give it a shake, and that can go straight into the bag. And we'll just dance it around, and we'll just take, I mean, this is powerful stuff, so that is a huge amount of Marmite. You wouldn't put that on your toast in one go unless you wanted the roof of your mouth to disappear. Okay, so the way I'm going to do this is I'm just going to pop that straight in the bag like that, put my finger on the top and slide the spoon out. And you'll notice I applied it to the meat side because obviously that is where all the flavour is going to be. And what we can do is we can just buzz that around and we'll get a vacuum seal on that. Okay, that is now in its own little brine bag. If you want to know a little bit more about equalisation curing in a bit more detail, I've got a video of that in my content on the channel, and I will leave a link to it in the description. Go and have a look at that and it will point you in the right direction if you want to know a little bit more about it. And so next steps for this is now going to go into the fridge. Before I do that, I am going to just put a date on here so that I know when it went in. 11th of the 12th, fridge. It is now the 23rd of the 12th. So it's been in here for 12 days. And you can do that with this EQ method of curing. I need to take this out the bag. I probably won't rinse it, I might just pat it down. Anyway, let's get on and I'll show you the process I'm going to follow. Well, we're on the workbench. Let me take you down and you can see what I am doing. We will literally take it out like that. Try and keep as much of that moisture in the bag as I can. There we go. God, the smell of Marmite is amazing. Look how much moisture has come out of that bag. You know, that just goes to show you, all that is moisture from the pork. Now it's bacon, it's going to be a lot drier, a lot firmer. The texture will actually condense to make it really delicious. Right, with some paper towels, I'm just going to take off a little bit of this moisture because we now want to dry this. Okay, I think we can lose the meat net now. We don't really need that. It's sort of superfluous now. And just in case you were wondering, this bacon has had the skin taken off, so it's essentially going to be rindless bacon. When drying your bacon, try and get as much moisture out of it as you can, because we're going to pop this in the fridge and dry it for a little while so it firms up. So I'm just going to pop this onto a rack, like so. And this will then go straight into the fridge and that will dry. We'll leave it there for a day and then we can start using it. Now, for those of you screaming at the telly or the tablet or the phone, whatever you're watching this on, why aren't you smoking this? Well, quite simply, Marmite is such a robust flavour. I think if I was to smoke this, the two things would just clash and fight against each other. So on this occasion, I am just going to enjoy the Marmite flavour. Sorry. Well, here is our Marmite bacon. It's been in the fridge now for a day or two and it has firmed up nicely. I've just stuck it in the freezer for about 3/4 of an hour. Oh, pardon me. Okay, and for complete clarity, the cling film around the bacon was only put on when it went into the freezer. And we're now going to slice this. Oh, it still smells beautiful. Marmite bacon. Right, let me take you down onto the workbench and we'll get this sliced. I'll show you some little techniques, how you can slice this without even using a slicer. Not everyone has a really nice expensive slicer. Nice sharp knife. If you freeze it a little bit, one of the advantages of doing that, and I will use a glove for this, and actually won't use a glove, but what I will do is I will put a board over the top here, and that's really to insulate it from my hands because I don't want to warm the bacon up. But I can also use that edge as a cutting edge as well. So I'm just going to take some slices from this. Okay. So the first one is always to level it up. And then the next one is a proper cut. There we go. That's our cured bacon. We'll get these little offcuts out of the way. We will slice these up and taste them as well. They are bacon after all. Okay, so, and this is a great little technique. If you don't want to go out and buy a nice expensive slicer, not everyone wants one or needs one, you can use a board like this, taking 2mm slices of bacon, which is a good size. And the other thing is that you can adjust this to any thickness that you want. So I'll take a few slices. I'll show you how I pack this up and then we'll go and taste it. There we go. So there's a nice 6 rashers of bacon. So let's get ourselves organised. Here's our gold silver board. I want to arrange our bacon on that. Now, the way I do this is I present it with the cut side facing forward. You can cover the fat up that way. Okay, if you have any fat drag, you can cover it up by presenting it on the boards like this. And you can arrange it nice and professionally and make it look really grand, so that when you give it to someone as a present, it looks absolutely shop bought. Certainly won't taste shop bought though, because it's your own bacon. Right, so what I'm going to do with those is push those into the centre a little bit. There we go, and you can do that using your knife. A little bit of blue paper just to take away some of that grease off the gold silver board, just to make it look a bit special. And then we'll get our vacuum bag. The way to do it is if you put it inside on like this, you can put a little bend in the board, and then as you push those down to the end, they don't curl up or get in the way. And what I'll do with this particular board here is I will just cut it so we don't have a huge flap of vacuum bag hanging off the end. Close that. And there we go. We've got our beautiful bacon, professionally packed. Looks absolutely amazing, I think you'll agree. Any person, if you were making this for a relative or a friend, or even yourself, anyone would be absolutely stunned if you pulled that out the fridge. I mean, the taste of home cured bacon is unsurpassable, in my opinion, and it just takes it to the next level. Right, that said, let's go and fry some of this bacon up. I'll take another couple of slices so we can put some in a pan. We'll fry it up nice and gently and we'll taste it. Right, let's go and taste this. You can see a few bits missing already. I have had a go, but let's do it on camera. Okay, well, here it is, the Marmite Bacon. Marmite Bacon. Right, let's take a little bit. That's quite warm. Oh my goodness me. But you know, you wouldn't think that that Marmite flavour will come through, but my goodness me. I mean, my goodness me, that really, really does come through. That is ridiculous. You just want to dip it in the pan and do that. That is just amazing. I would never have considered doing a cure with Marmite. But I've got to tell you, that is an absolute 100% success. In fact, I've got a few little offcuts here that I'm actually going to cook up and try. But remarkable. completely remarkable. Give it a go. Let me know what you think in the comments. I would be really, really interested to hear. But from my perspective, 100% success. Anyway, take care of yourselves. I'm going to be busy for a few more minutes, and you don't want to see that. You take care of yourselves. I'll see you on the next video. Cheers now. Bye-bye. Ooh, hello.